Welcome back to my studio. This is part one of the Red Apple project, the photo shoot. How to get good reference photos. That's what this is going to cover. Now, not all great painters make good photographers. So I get by with my limited knowledge, a little bit of equipment, apps, and software. We're going to talk about some of that. The photo shoot was done right here in my little studio. And I first, as you'll see, used my smartphone, which anymore takes better photographs than some really expensive equipment. So if that's all you got, go for it. I switched to my digital 35mm after, you'll see, and I actually got my shot from using my 35mm. We're going to talk, I'm going to tell you a little bit about what I had going on that day. I had some fruit. I was trying to get a still life with some different objects. And, once you get set up for a photo shoot, you just want to exhaust all the little objects and things you've ever thought you might want to paint. Go ahead and photograph them at every single different angle and different lighting that you can. The main subject, though, for me that day was the actual white sheet. You'll see me move it around a million times. It was the main subject because I really was treating it like a landscape. I was moving mountains. I was creating different ridges and lines where your eye was going to flow. Although it's really hard to see from a little tiny lens of all that action going on and how it was going to make a good painting. So keep that in mind when you're looking at this and why I'm moving all these things 100 different ways. Every shot offered a different perspective and composition. So let's take a look. I begin my setup with lighting. Very important. These I'm just using my clip-ons from my easel setup and using daylight bulbs. You usually have to angle them right around 2 o'clock or 10 o'clock, depending on which side. Then I jump right in with all my objects and my fabric. Like I said, my fabric is really what this is all about. I start off with my iPhone. There's a still from my iPhone. Got a mango in there. So I keep moving the fabric around to get just those lines doing what I want them to be doing. Just basic composition knowledge is helpful. So I've moved to my Nikon 35mm here. Thought that was a pretty cool shot. I'm using everything I had to get a good composition with the folds and the ribbons on that mask. Thought that was pretty. These are just raw images, so I thought that was pretty neat composition. I'm just taking shot after shot after shot. I'm tweaking every little thing I can see. Got hungry there. Took a bite. So these are manipulated. So these are the raw images that have been manipulated on the apps and the software. I got to really tweak a lot of the lighting, softening, popping some of the lights. And then this is the last one, and this is the one I chose. This is the winner. So that was the photo shoot, and the Red Apple project will begin.